back here having a look at the elderberry pearl TT, and you can probably tell that last time I was really disheartened, and that feeling hasn't gone away. So I called Mr. Clark, and he's come in and he's going to take it away. What are you going to do with it, mate?
Break it. Loads of parts.
Yeah, so if there's any bits on there that you want, get in touch with Andrew Clark. He's going to be breaking it. It's not that I couldn't break it myself, it's that it's here. I'd have to pay to get it recovered home. I've got no room for it at home, and then I've got to deal with everyone. I'll let him deal with everyone. He can make the money on it. You know, I'm not daft. I know there's money to be made on it breaking, but I'll let him do that. I end up breaking even. I've made a few videos for you guys, and yeah, that's where we stand. So yeah, let's get it loaded up and gone. Sorry, I will explain shortly why I'm not going. Yeah, I'll explain shortly why I'm not going to go further with this and what the next plans are. The way it runs, but it's just the noise. Yeah, runs fine, but sounds awful. So she's on, she's gone. That's the rule, isn't it? Basically, I'm going to do you a little tally of how much it's going to cost, okay? But if you look at the price of a set of rods, okay, I could have just opened it up, put a standard rod in, but who does that? Then you can just put rods in, but again, who does that? You've got to replace a few things as a minimum. Look at the bearings. You've got to try and compression test it beforehand to make sure that you've got good compression, because why would you slap rods in and reuse the pistons and rings if you've not got good compression? So, but then sealing it down, how do you test that? So let's say, for example, I spend £350–400 on some cheap rods, and then all the rebuild components, let's say your head gasket kit, the head bolts, any other gasket sets around the head while you're taking stuff off. And then there's the fact that I've got to do the work down here or pay to get it recovered up to my house. And then with that done, what's the car worth? Okay, so I've got to invest time, money, pay to keep the garage here or pay to get it recovered home. I don't have room to do that sort of work at home at the moment. The garage is full of stuff, driveway is definitely full of stuff. So for me, it just wasn't the right time to do something like slapping rods in a standard car. So yeah, if I'm doing an engine build, I want to do it properly, not just slap rods in. So yeah, that's basically my reasoning. I hope you can understand that. Any questions about that, feel free to ask below why I'm sort of wimping out. But yeah, I mean, the first trip down here, I was excited. Second one, I was annoyed. Third one, I was really annoyed. Obviously the second trip was kind of my fault, but yeah, I definitely did not have any desire to continue with this, unfortunately. So yeah, I mean, you could say we'll just slap another engine in. Well, that's still, you know, let's say 600 quid, 700 quid to get one that you know is good. You know, it's just not worth doing. By the time I've done that, I've got to think of this from a profit side of view. I didn't buy this car because I wanted to. I bought it because he said, quick, come and take this from me. I've done him a favour, because I really didn't have the space or the time to deal with it at the time. I still haven't, but I did him that favour. And then yeah, if I could have got it working and, you know, could have used it for a couple of, you know, there's a show today that I'd have loved to have gone to in that, but clearly I can't. If I could have done a couple of events in it and then listed it for sale, great. But that, you know, hasn't come to light. I haven't been able to do that. So yeah, it's not like I need a TT. I've got two TTs sat at home that, you know, I'm working on the papaya one later today, video to come on that. You know, so I didn't need it. I was doing them a favour. Any car that I buy moving forwards, any TT that I buy moving forwards that you see on the channel isn't going to be as a personal car. It's going to be as a project, do stuff to it, and flip it for a bit of money, which is all going to be working towards an end goal, which you will hopefully see in the next 6 months or so as to what I want to buy. More on that to come in the future as well. So yeah, sorry this video may not have been what you were hoping for, what you wanted to see, but yeah, for me, like I say, broke even on this one. Lesson learned. You know, maybe I shouldn't just buy cars without knowing exactly what's wrong with them. So I knew I was safe on this one. I knew there's enough parts on it that I would have broke even no matter what happened, and that's what's happened. So you win some, you lose some, you draw some. I've drawn this one. Anyway, until the next time, I'll see you later. Cheers, guys.